Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Georgie and this is Leonyxtarot, and today we are doing a pick a card reading on guidance from your guardian angels. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1 we have this piece of, not quite sure what it is to be honest, so we're just going to call him the green dude. It's kind of like a minty green. I think it might be some kind of maybe green aventurine or something along those sorts of lines, but that is for pile 1. And for pile 2 we have this piece of, I believe it's pronounced Citrine. It's in star shape, as you can see. That's for pile 2. And then pile 3 we have this piece of, this is actually, it's not a crystal as such, it's actually Himalayan salt. So, a chunk of Himalayan salt that we have there. So, those are your piles to choose from. Feel free to pause the video if you need to, and I will see you in your reading. Hi my pile ones, how's it going? So, if you chose this little green dude, because of the colour of this crystal, it's linked with your heart chakra. So this may be relating to something that is a matter of the heart, or something that is close to you, or that is something that's really important to you that you're working towards, or a particular situation that has a lot of meaning for you. So I'm just going to pop that up there, and then we are going to look at the oracle cards which were underneath the crystal that you chose, and see what the situation is that your guardian angels want to talk about at the moment. So we have new moon in Virgo, trust all will be well, and we have childhood with innocence, and we also have inspiration. So let's move that over there a little bit more. So this is something, it feels like something that you've been working on for some time, and you may be wondering whether, because I'm not having many details come through as to what it could be, but whatever the situation is, it feels like something that you've been working on for quite some time, and you may be starting to kind of get wrapped up in the details and how it's going to arrive, when it's going to arrive. It won't be for all of you, but there is a chance that it could have something to do with children or starting your own family. But the overall thing with the cards that are coming through just in these 3 oracle cards, there's a divine timing at play with this, and either there's going to be quite a few different scenarios for this. So some of you may have been doing inner child work and working through some limiting self-beliefs or old ways of being and patterns and conditioning. For others of you, there is a need to find that sense of play and inspiration, and reigniting that spark within yourself for creativity and sense of play. So depending on where you're at and what the situation is, and also there's a possibility for some of you that are maybe trying to start a family as well, or something to do with children. But regardless of what the fine details of the situation is that you're being offered guidance about, there is an element of divine timing at play here, and being able to let go of any fears or worries or doubts that it won't come to fruition, or that it isn't meant for you, and to be able to trust, because the more we worry about the details and allow our fears and our thoughts, they just spiral out of control, don't they? And I felt called to touch this stone to move it. But if you can replace the fear and those limiting beliefs that you may be working with, and try and see them with love and compassion, and because that's what our angels are all about, our guardian angels, the archangels, they have a vibration of pure love. And the more you can focus on the positives and trusting that everything's going to play out exactly as it's meant to, when it's meant to, it will help to shift where your vibrational set point is, and it'll allow you to come into alignment with what you want a lot quicker. With that being said, I know that there may be some of you watching that are quite practical and don't necessarily follow those sorts of practices. But, and I say but what's coming to mind is, even if you aren't into that sort of thing, then by focusing on the positives, it's still going to make the wait a hell of a lot easier and make it a more pleasant experience for you, so that you aren't constantly in a state of stress and worrying about things. And it will allow you to get back to this innocence and reignite that spark of inspiration and creativity and passion. So I'm sorry that that's kind of vague, but that's all that seems to be coming through for this one. There may be an element of, there are details that you aren't supposed to know yet, because this card in particular talks about when there's divine timing at play, then we don't know all of the details and all of the things that need to be put into place for what we're working towards to come to fruition. We don't know who needs to cross paths with who, or any of the things that are kind of going on almost behind the scenes for what we want to be able to actually happen. And all of these things are being orchestrated and guided by our angels and the universe as a whole, or fill in the blank, whatever you want to use, whether it's the universe, spirit, God. All of that is going on behind the scenes, and you don't know all of those details as to what's happening, but it's being able to trust and allow things to unfold as they're meant to. But we're going to get some tarot cards and see. What do my pile ones need to know about this situation, please? What do my pile ones need to know about this situation? Ten of Cups. That came out upright, but it flipped around. What else, please? Three of Swords. Okay, so far we have the Ten of Cups and the Three of Swords, which is an interesting combination. I didn't imagine those coming out together. Let's get one more for this, please. Oh, okay, we're having two. And we have Four of Wands and Two of Pentacles. Okay, so it feels like what you're asking about is something that you know will bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment, and it's that sense of everything being right in the world, everything just kind of falling into place and being exactly how you wanted it, and feeling like your life is overflowing with love and contentment. But something's either happened here that you are still processing with the Three of Swords, some kind of separation or loss, and feeling the separateness of our human experience, because it's easy to kind of forget that we are surrounded by loved ones, that we have family and friends that care about us, and we aren't truly alone. We have our angels as well watching over us, our spirit team, our guides, and even in the sense of how we're energetically connected as well. It can be so easy to forget when we're in this state of, it feels like grief and anguish, and feeling like your heart's been ripped out. It's a really painful experience that you've been through or that you're dealing with. But there is a sense of stability and balance there. For some of you, it feels like there's a real kind of loss and a sense of losing something that you thought was going to be your whole world. But there is still stability and balance around you, whether that be in your home life, with your friends, your family. Allow yourself to lean on that if you need to. It isn't necessary for you to go through this on your own, because you do have a lot of love around you and a lot of stability, and eventually you will find this balance within yourself again. This isn't the end. It's because it's in the middle of the cards. It's like a transition. This is what you thought was coming and what seemed like was coming, and it will come back around for you. But then something happened to make you feel like that was destroyed. But it's all about being able to see what's still going right for you and the good things that you still have. Because this sense of balance that you've got coming in here with the Two of Pentacles is going to be in a very practical kind of sense as well. So it's sort of like a picking up the pieces and not forgetting about what's happened, but being able to find that balance within yourself to be able to transition and move forwards in life, so that you aren't left stagnant in this pain and heartbreak. So we're going to get some more oracle cards, tarot cards even, to see how your angels are supporting you right now. So Harma Pole ones, guardian angels, how are you supporting them right now? How are you guiding and supporting them, please? And we have the Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands, And there was another one that wanted to come out. Yeah, this one. Five of Swords. And on the back of the deck we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, they're helping you through any disagreements that you've been having and helping you to find this new beginning, because it's a very tangible new beginning in a material sense of things. So whether it be that you are moving, starting a new job, redecorating, changing things at home, but there's something very I can't think of another word for it. It's those things that you can reach out and touch and see, and so that it feels like a fresh start rather than it being something that's going on internally for you. They're helping you to do something externally that's going to help you feel like you're having a fresh start. You may even find that you are drawn to travel or go somewhere new. This could be to do with a new home that you're moving into, or relocating somewhere, or it could just be going on holiday, so that everything feels fresh when you come back. You'll start all of this, make all the changes that you need to, and be able to travel and just kind of have that time out and that break. With the Five of Swords here, if you've found that you are having a short temper and disagreements with people, they're helping you to get through that as well. Because overall, you either are or you're stepping into this Queen of Wands energy. And the Queen of Wands is so creative and passionate and driven, and if I can see any of the queens as being an entrepreneur and self-employed, for me it is the Queen of Wands. And having that sense of playfulness and joy as well. I keep being drawn to her hand, and having this, I'm not sure if it's an orb or whether it's supposed to be a sun of some sort. But it's making me think of the Sun card, just that little part, which is all to do with our inner child and having that sense of play and adventure and pure joy. This feels like this is what you're working towards and what you're stepping into if you aren't already. But that's what they're supporting you and helping you to work towards, so that you can finish kind of processing all of this and transmuting it and stepping into your Queen of Wands energy. So, there was something that I wanted to do for you. We are going to get a oracle card for you, which is going to be, or I might get a couple actually. They're going to be messages from your guardian angels. But with this card of inspiration over here, which I think links really nicely with the Queen of Wands that we've got here, because it's all about that spark of passion and that drive to move forwards. So there is an incantation in the guidebook for this particular deck, which is the spellcasting oracle cards. So I'm just going to read that out to you, and you can use it if you wish to, and then we will get your oracle cards for you at the end. So, spirits of air sweep through my mind, clearing all blocks and opening kind. Imagination is the key, unleash true gift, trust what I see. Paint, write, sing, create, have fun, draw from that inspiration, yellow flame illuminate, clear to meditate. Connect with muse, passion fired, now I truly am inspired. because you can do this face to east at sunrise, during a new moon phase, or on a Tuesday. Light a yellow candle and then say that, and you blow out the candle and say, "Gratefully I accept the magic of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me the courage, build power in me, assist my transcendence, so mote it be." So I'm just going to hold that up, and then if you want to, hopefully you can see that, and you can screenshot it if you want to use it. So we are going to grab you a couple of these and see what messages, or what they want you to know, what your guardian angel wants you to know. And we have holy love. Anything else? Anything else from power ones? Any other messages for them, please? I'm going to take that one. Vulnerability and freedom. And then on the back of the deck we have healing energy. So I haven't had this deck very long, so I'm going to quickly read the messages from the guidebook so that I don't mess them up. So holy love is, you are blessed to receive this card today, for it shows you are being surrounded by loving energy, and the cup of your heart will be filled until it overflows with goodness. The angels who are with you now know that it's time, that at times you can feel unloved and unappreciated, and this can block your experience of love and appreciation. The divine energy that is surrounding you at this time is here to help you melt away any blockages so that you can be open and receptive to the love and appreciation that you deserve. Your angel guide is encouraging you to view yourself in a loving way and to give yourself permission to be loved. If you have been holding back for a while, but are now ready to share the love you have within, this card brings the message that it's safe for you to do so. And vulnerability and freedom. Your angels are with you now to boost your confidence, because they can see how harsh some of the experiences you have endured have been. They want you to know that vulnerability gives you the chance to find a strength that will bring you freedom. To move into that freedom, your angel guide is encouraging you to take some time today to connect with the parts of yourself that you love and admire. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse but a gift. You're an emotionally connected soul, and although recent waves of emotion may have overwhelmed you, those emotions are great reminders of how much you care about living truthfully in a positive way. So, take some time now to value this trait and quirks that make you unique, the unique person you are, That will allow the world to value them too. And the back of the deck is healing energy, which is, angels are enveloping you in healing energy at this time. They are swirling around you, filling your body, mind and soul with a soothing and peaceful light. They are guiding you to receive this healing energy and allow your body time to return to its natural state of goodness. Healing is actually an energy that goes beyond the body. It's the return to a natural and good state. Healing angels are placing their hands upon you and any situations that may be concerning you at this time. Know that the miracles you are seeking are unfolding before your eyes. You are blessed to receive this card today, because the energy it brings will mend any breakages, wounds or emotionally raw situations that are troubling your heart. Which they all just fit so well with what we've been talking about earlier. I love how this has gone. I know that things have been difficult and you're going through something that feels really hard at the moment, but there is so much love around you, Pile 1, and your angels are supporting you. It's like they're just kind of looking after you and wanting to just envelop you in love. But that's all the messages that I have for you today. Thank you ever so much for letting me read for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching. Feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so. And I really hope that you will come back and see me again soon. Bye. Hi there, my pal twos. Hope you're well. So, welcome to your reading. This, I haven't double checked, but I think it's pronounced alright. But because of it being purple, it will be linked with your third eye chakra, or crown chakra, whichever you prefer to call it, which is all to do with your intuition and psychic abilities. So that may be something that you're working on or something that's being activated in you at the moment, or it could be a need to follow your intuition. There may be something that you already know but haven't acted upon yet, or it could be that you are beginning to get intuitive nudges as to changes that you need to make or a direction that you need to go in. So I'm going to pop that. It didn't fit last time for pile 1, so I'm going to pop him there. And it's still in the shot. So these are the oracle cards that you chose, that your crystal was sitting on, and this is going to be the overall energy of the situation that your guardian angel wants to talk about, or guardian angels. So we have last quarter moon in Gemini with clear your mind, and we have winter solstice with reflection, and we have travel. So you may have found yourself in almost like a hermit type energy, where you have been staying in and wanting to kind of hibernate from life and just kind of reflecting on what's happened so far in your life, what's happening right now, and where you want the future to go. But it's not been a time of taking action. It's been a time of working through your thoughts and feelings about the situation, what you want from life, what direction you want to be going in. And because with the clear your mind card here, the last quarter moon in Gemini, this card talks about how there is a need to focus on your positive thoughts rather than your negative thoughts and things like that. So and with the travel card here as well, so if you found yourself ruminating and reflecting on things, and you have got to a point where you know what direction you want to be going in, what changes you want to make, and you've found the clarity, rather than allowing procrastination to set in and those fears and limiting beliefs starting to come up to stop you from doing these things, it may be what you've been called to do intuitively and what you are being guided, nudged to do. But there is a definite need for change, and I think that you already know that. The card of travel here, it talks about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and taking action, rather than, as I was saying, procrastinating and keep thinking things over. It's time to take action, rather than sitting on your laurels and going, oh well, one day, like if there's somewhere that you want to go, and it's always been put off to, oh, one day I'll go there, one day I'll visit whatever country. This card is basically saying, stop thinking about it, just do it. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone, go and see the world or have the experiences that you want to have, and just go for it, because you're going to be supported, and I think you already know that you're being divinely guided to go and do these things and have these experiences, rather than panicking about what is or isn't going right in life. It's about bringing your focus back onto the experiences that you can have and that you can plan and take action on, and that you have the autonomy over. and the decisions that you can make that will shape and change how your life plays out. Because if there's something that you are wanting to bring in and manifest and bring towards you, this is kind of, it's almost like a wake-up call to go, okay, great, yeah, you want all of those things. It's like if you want a relationship, I've heard this before, but if you want a relationship, you need to, and you're single, then you need to actually get up, get washed and dressed, and go out somewhere and meet people. Because if you're sat on the sofa watching Netflix, like, yeah, you could be manifesting your dream person, but they're not gonna show up as, like, I don't know, the local delivery person, and the universe is like, here you go, here's your parcel and your dream person. Like, it doesn't work like that. You need to co-create. So whatever it is that you are desiring and wanting to bring in and manifest and attract to you, it's now time for you to go out and take the action that's going to put you in the right place and situation to allow you to align with that. And that's not to say, like, that if I'll carry on using a relationship as the running example for this, but it's not necessarily that you need to go to speed dating. You don't need to set out to achieve what it is that you're trying to manifest. You just need to go out and have fun and do something that you genuinely enjoy, because then you're going to meet like-minded people, which could include the person that you are trying to manifest. It's that kind of scenario. It's more about enjoying the moment and the experience of what it is that you're doing, rather than worrying about what it's going to lead to. It's that kind of energy that's going on. So, seems as I'm being accident prone in this pile. I've already knocked a load of things down and dropped the whole deck of cards on the floor and had to find those, which I've edited out because you don't need to worry about that. But so that might be your energy. Maybe it's not just me being klutzy, or it might be that I don't know, there may be some kind of relevance there in what you're trying to manifest. I don't know. If it is a person that you're trying to manifest, maybe they're a bit klutzy. I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments. But we're going to get some tarot cards to see what it is that you need to know about this situation moving forwards, and then we are going to see what your guardian angels are. So these are kind of like messages from your guardian angels, how they want you to show up to co-create with them, and what it is that they're doing to support you right now. So for my pile twos, please. What do they need to know about this? What can they do to help co-create with you? We have Six of Wands, Justice, and Judgment. Yeah, it feels like they need to go in a different order. Is that how it needs to go? Almost. That way? Okay. So, these three cards came out for a reason. Not that I can get my words out today, but they came out for a reason, and they need to be in that order for a reason. So there is a need for you to release your judgment about yourself and judgment of others and how things should go and play out, so that you can find this balance and also follow your intuition, follow those nudges, follow your soul's calling. And I don't know why I had to word it like that, but I did. Your soul's calling. what you are being called to, how you are being called to transform, to change, to become who you want to be, not who you think you should be, but who you want to be and who you are at your core. Because who we want to be is who we're meant to be. When we clear away all of the wounding and limiting beliefs, that's who we were always meant to be. Is the person that you want to be and you feel called to be. Because it's going to help you find the balance and it's almost like a sense of, I know it's the Justice card, but it does really feel like a sense of justice, like everything has fallen into place as it, there's that word again, as it should do. Do you should all over your life pile too? It's not good. I mean, we all do it, don't get me wrong, there's no judgment from me there. Maybe this is something that you need to let go of with the cards we have here, because that's twice now that I've said should. What you should be doing, how things should be. But there's a victory over this, because your angels are supporting you with this, and by you allowing yourself to step into that energy, step into who you are, and to find that balance and that sense of rightness. Not necessarily how things should be, but that sense of things feeling good and in alignment, and as though everything is divinely orchestrated and falling into place. By allowing yourself to find that balance and letting go of those things, it's going to help you step into this Six of Wands energy and really kind of get to where you want to be. And although I'm going to shuffle them again, we've got the Two of Wands on the back, which to me is all about planning travel and planning travel. Someone's going somewhere. Oops, Daisy, see, I knew not something else out then. Right, let's see what else. What we're doing next. We are seeing what your guardian angels are doing to help you. What to my pile? Ooh, Knight of Pentacles. What are you doing, please, to help? Your guardian angels feel so mischievous. It's almost like, come on, let's go. Up off that sofa. Let's get your glad rags on. Let's get out there. How else are you helping support pile 2, please? Ooh, the Chariot. It's kind of conflicting, don't you think? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. I stand corrected. I apologise. What else? What else, please? Ooh, Temperance. Okay, so they are helping you to make slow and steady progress towards what it is that you are seeking, and it feels okay. They're saying it's going to feel slow and steady to you, but it's because it is building a solid foundation for permanent or more substantial change. There's still flexibility in it. It's not going to be rigid. But they're helping to align you with that so that your wills are going in the same direction here with the Chariot, because it's all about willpower and being able to set your sights on what you want and really go for it. But for that to happen, both wheels and horses and everything needs to go in the same direction. So that's your thoughts, your co-creation with them, and what you desire and your energy and everything, it all has to go in that same direction, and they're helping you with that and finding any healing and why moderation? There's a need to pace yourself. The word moderation came through. I heard. That's why I questioned it with them. But yeah, there's a need for moderation and to pace yourself with this Knight of Pentacles type energy, because otherwise you run the risk of burning yourself out or making too many changes all at once and trying to move faster than what's the word that we're looking for here? It's to stop you moving forward too fast, because things aren't going to be in place ready for you. So the progress that you're making needs to be slow and steady, even though it is time to take action and get out there, travel, do what it is that you need to do, and just push yourself out of your comfort zones. But it will be kind of a step-by-step type process. It's not that it's going to go really slow. It's not a divine timing type situation to the point of like a Seven of Pentacles type of energy, but there is a need for things to be paced so that everything else can keep up with the progress that you're making, and they can make sure that things are in alignment and ready for you to step into as and when you get to that step. And we also have the Two of Cups, so maybe it is about a relationship, because it's all about having Two of Cups is the overall energy we have here on the back of the deck, and my foot nearly got stuck. Not that you needed to know that, I apologise. But so there may be, because the Two of Cups is about having emotional balance and balanced relationships and putting in equal effort together. So maybe if it isn't about a relationship, like a romantic relationship, it could be to do with your relationship with how you interact with your guardian angels and how you interact with yourself, and having that really strong co-creative relationship with them and with yourself moving forwards. So anything else? No? Okay, are we doing this next? Okay. Right, so next we have, I'm going to pull one of these for you, and because I've not used this deck before, so I'm actually going to read from the guidebook for you, so I hope that's okay, pile 2, and you don't mind. That one? Okay. Angelic Protection. For some reason I want to say that that is Archangel Michael. I believe that it might be because of the sword. Yeah. So before I even read it, if you feel like you need to protect your energy, or you need additional protection in a situation, something doesn't feel right, you need to do cord cutting, to let go of people, situations that have either tangible, physical. That's like a double what's it. Slow down, everyone. You can't all talk to me at the same time. Thank you. It's either going to be something that is like a tangible situation or person that you feel the need to pull back from and cut away from, or it could be the energy of a past situation that has left an imprint on you. So a pattern of conditioning and a way of being and behaviour that you want to let go of. And if you're working through the clear your mind part, you can call in Archangel Michael and ask him to help you to cut the cords of that situation or energy. So I'm going to read this bit to you now. so we can see what else there is that goes with this card. Your message. A brilliant light of protection is around you at this time. Angels are guiding and guarding you and want you to know that you are safe, whether you are feeling worried about physical, emotional or spiritual harm or not. This card is confirming that you have spiritual protection. Your angel guide is supporting you and leading you towards positive experiences and outcomes. If you have decisions to make or opportunities to take and you are unsure what to do, know that this card is bringing you comfort and support. The angels who are with you only need a prayer from you in order to swoop in and guide you. Love that. So yeah, feel free to what was I going to say? Oh, they all came in so thick and fast with their messages at one point, which was really cool, but kind of spaced me out a little bit. I can't remember what I was going to say. I do apologise, Pile 2. But I love how protected you are and how they're there co-creating with you. It's just a matter of keep following your intuition and everything's just going to fall into place. Trust them. Trust yourself. Everything's going to be cool. But get off that sofa. Go do it. So this is where I'm going to leave your reading. Thank you ever so much if you've made it this far and letting me read for you. I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so and you want to come back and see me, because that would be awesome. And yeah, I can't remember if I've said, but have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching, and I hope that you come back and see me again soon. Bye! Hi there my pile 3s. Welcome to your reading and thank you for being here. So as you chose the Himalayan salt, this to me is something that is very versatile and can be used and shaped into many things. You may have seen it as salt lamps, you may have seen it as candle holders, it can also go in the bath, and yeah, it's just something that can be alchemized. So it may be something that you're going through at the moment. You may be alchemizing and really kind of transforming yourself, or there is a desire to transform. So I'm going to pop that over there for you, and then we are going to, or now we are going to take a look at your oracle cards, which your crystal is on top of. So we have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude, and these are going to represent the general situation that your guardian angels want to discuss with you today. So we also have spring equinox with rebirth. That makes complete sense with the Himalayan salt. And we have clarity as well. So you are either seeking or going through some kind of rebirth and renewal, because with this being the center card out of the three, it is a card of overflowing abundance and that kind of ripe and overflowing and pregnant with creativity. And so you may have multiple ideas of things that you want to do, things that you want to achieve, places you want to see, visit, experiences you want to have, and you're struggling to know which one to focus on. Sorry for the camera wobble. Someone came home and my little doggos did a little stampede through and everything just kind of shook because they wanted to go and say hello. But as I was saying, so with this sense of not quite knowing what direction to take, which one to choose, there is a need to find clarity, because your head could be all over the place right now and be a jumble of ideas of what to take action on, but there is a need to narrow it down and find clarity about what direction you want to be taking. Make sure that, especially with the practice gratitude card here, that you are focusing on the positives. My words aren't coming out quite right because there's too much coming through. So I apologise if I'm stumbling over my words. But yes, focusing on your gratitude, what's going right. Don't let yourself get caught up in the fears and limiting beliefs and things that could be stopping you from taking action and worrying about things not going to plan. It's just a matter of narrowing it down as to which direction you want to be going in, getting that clarity. And even if this isn't the case and you aren't feeling like you are overflowing with ideas, by being able to quiet your mind and focus on, even if you were to do mindfulness practices or some kind of meditation, to be able to have that sense of inner peace, it's going to allow these ideas to come to the surface and to come to you. But it does feel like for a lot of you, you already have those ideas and you already know that you want to alchemize and change and go through this rebirth so that you can get to the other side and get to what it is that you want to be doing, sharing with the world, or who it is that you want to be or are deep down. So it feels really, really straightforward for you, pile through. So we're going to get straight into the tarot. And you may be particularly linked with nature, because you probably aren't going to be able to see it, but we have a fruit fly that decided to join your reading, that's kind of floating through. Or it may be that you get signs and messages or intuitive nudges somehow through insects. It may be part of how your guardian angel communicates with you. But we're going to see what it is that they want you to know about this situation. Then we're going to see what it is that they are doing to support you with this. So what do my pile threes need to know, please? What do my pile threes need to know? What do you want to tell them? Okay, that's a lot of cards, but okay. So we have Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. Okay. There's progression, and you are going to be moving into calmer waters and seeking out the things that bring you joy and happiness. But these fears and anxieties that you might be going through, there's a need to be very mindful of them, because you can automatically think of something being what example can we use? So okay, so the example coming to mind is when we are having a conversation via text message or email, something written, and it can be hard to fully portray all of our emotions, and because you know when we're having a conversation how the pitch in our voice changes and how we put different emphasis on different things in different ways. That doesn't always translate into something that is written, like a text message. It can be easy to kind of, for one person to write it with one thing in mind, and then for the person receiving it to take it in a completely different way. And it almost feels like that. It's like you're interpreting things in a negative way and seeing the worst in a situation. And you may even think that someone is being sneaky or dishonest about something. But that's going to slow you down. That's going to slow you down finding and seeking out that happiness and that emotional fulfillment and moving to calmer waters. It's like you're creating blockages as you go by allowing your fears to get the better of you, which is probably why the practice gratitude card came out and the need to get clarity. It's about shifting your perspective and how you're seeing things, and so that it's not so that you're seeing them through a rose-tinted glass or anything like that. It's just a matter of being able to be a little bit more maybe neutral about it. So if you've interpreted something in a negative way, maybe being able to question that with the person that you're communicating with and ask whether that's how they meant it, or whether they could elaborate on what they've said, just so that you can get more context for what's being communicated to you, and to help you find that clarity so that you can work through this to find calmer waters. Is there anything else they need to know about this? Yeah, it's time to, on the back, I got drawn to the back of the deck when I asked that, and the back of the deck is the Ten of Wands, which is all to do with needing to put things down. Like your load is too heavy, and it's okay to let go of what you don't need. And in this case, it could be what isn't serving you. So it could be limiting beliefs and things like that. Working through any anxiety. If you are struggling with anything along those lines, then it could be to do with working through that as well. Is that right? Yeah, working through any anxieties and being able to, and the fruit flies back, being able to work through them, because in this Nine of Swords, she isn't looking up. She's got her face in her hands, and she just doesn't want to look up to see what's actually in front of her or what's actually really going on. So to me, this is kind of a signal that, not to downplay it or make it feel like your emotions aren't valid, but it could be something that you have constructed, hello fruit fly, in your head, and a belief system, as opposed to something that is, sorry about that, yeah, because there isn't actually any forward motion here that's happening with this Knight of Cups. Normally with the Knight of Cups we would see him actually on the horse making progress, but it's like he's just waiting there. He's got everything set up for this picnic, and he's waiting for his person to arrive. And it feels like it's the same with your emotional fulfillment and your happiness. It's there ready and waiting for you. It's just a matter of working through your anxieties and fears to gain that clarity. Focus on your gratitude, and then everything will overflow and fall into place, and you'll go through this rebirth. things aren't as bad as what you think they are. So let's see what your guardian angels are doing to help you. How are you supporting? Judgment. How are you supporting them, please? Two of Swords. Can I get one more, please? And the Ace of Cups. Is that just one card? I feel quite thick. So they are helping you to follow your soul calling and how should I word this? They're helping you to navigate this rebirth and to transform into who it is that you want to be or how you want to be. They're also helping you with the planning aspect of it and being able to find that mental clarity, because if you found yourself kind of in a comfortable situation and you've kind of got yourself stuck in a rut where there isn't any forward movement because you've not had to push and change and grow and expand in any way for a while, they're helping you to see that it's time to move forwards and time to make those changes for your emotional fulfillment. Yes, things are good, but there's something missing. And with the Eight of Wands being the overall energy on the back of the deck for this part, there's a definite once you get the clarity and start to deal with these anxieties and step into this energy of rebirth, things are going to speed up. You may start getting some kind of communication, whether it be in the 3D that you are getting offers or things that are going to help move you forwards and move you along your path, or it could be that you are getting communication from your angels in some way, whether it be via nature and the insects and things like that I've mentioned previously, or it could be something else. But there's a real momentum and a speed picking up of everything falling into place as you come out of this energy, because it feels quite an anxious type energy that you've been working through or are currently working through, and it's just allowing yourself to transmute and let go of all of that and to be able to find that clarity, because at the moment without that clarity it's like you're blindfolded and you don't know what direction to go in. And they're helping you to combat this and to get through this so that you can find the clarity that you need to be able to walk away from anything that isn't serving you, anything that isn't completely emotionally fulfilling you. And then it's like you're going to have a jetpack on and you are just really shooting forwards and transforming and alchemizing, and things, it feels like things are going to look very differently for you once you've gone through this process to what it does right now for you. Is there anything else? No. Okay, so we're going to grab you one of these oracle cards and see what message there is from your guardian angel. So what message do you have for my pile threes? What do you want them to know? What message do you have, please, from our pile threes? And we have manifestation. Love that. So, let me, because this is the first time that I've used this particular deck, I'm reading from the guidebook for you for this one, and they've been really accurate so far. So, your message. Manifestation is the ability to bring our thoughts, dreams, and intentions into reality. The spiritual law of manifestation helps us to create from deep within energies and experiences that lead us towards greater fulfillment and purpose. You are blessed to have received this angel card today, for it encourages you to recognize your power. You are a master of manifestation, and whenever you focus on something with loving thoughts and the best intentions, you bring that dream into reality. If you're working on bringing something to fruition at this time, whether that be a project, an opportunity, or even a miracle, this card lets you know that it is unfolding before your eyes. It's very important to stay elevated at this time and focus on positive energy, blessings, and the positive events that are happening around you, as you are magnetizing even more blessings into your world. Love that. And it's kind of, it goes with the practice gratitude card as well, for how to raise your vibration so that you are in that manifestation set point, as we were kind of talking about before, with working through your anxieties, letting go of what it is that isn't serving you, and gaining that clarity. Also, I forgot to mention earlier with this practice gratitude card, this actually talks about focusing on laughter. So whether it is watching a comedy that makes you laugh, laughing with friends, but there is something very uplifting for you, and that's quite a practical and tangible way to raise your vibration and get into a more positive way of thinking and being as well. So I thought that might be helpful, because I forgot to tell you that earlier. I do apologise. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you for my pile threes. Thank you ever so much for being here and letting me read for you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day or night whenever you're watching this. And of course, please feel free to like, comment or subscribe if you feel like doing so, as I would love to have you back if you would enjoy that too. But yeah, I really hope that you come back and see me again soon. Bye.